We are doing Extra Life again this year, where you can mash buttons, roll dice, play games, and help kids along the way. I hope you'll be a part of that with us. Stick around after the video for more information. christiangeekcentral.com. Something tells me I might regret having Ariel that close to whatever action might start here. So I'm actually going... Ah, crap. Let's see. No, yeah, I'm going to have Ariel go first this time, and I'm just actually going to move her back. Go 1, 2, and that's about as far as I need to go. 1, 2, 3. That way I still have range if I want to whack some guy that spawns. So then her turn is done. Now we'll go to Shay's turn. She's going to go over to Story Event 1, and we'll see what that's all about. The tavern is filled with the mouth-watering scent of roasted meat. The smile on the lips of the landlord, however, fades as he notices the weapons hanging from the belts of the newcomers. He warns, strangers are always welcome, be they heroes or not, as long as they aren't here for trouble. If the heroes ask about Jack Crow, go to 2.8. If the heroes ask to eat and drink, go to 2.9. I guess I'll go to 2.8. Warily, the party approaches the counter, asking for Jack Crow. We do? I don't know. She's staying in the hallway. The face of the landlord darkens and a voice resonates. You mean Captain Jack Crow? Oh, crap. Is that like a riff on Jack Sparrow? I do not need to be reminded of those movies. The heroes turn toward the voice, which comes from a group of shady figures with drawn weapons who look anything but friendly. Among them stands a dark-haired man with fancy clothes wielding a cutlass. Jack. Alright, and then it says go to 2.10. Huh. So I don't get a chance to go back and eat and drink. But if I look at 2.9, it's the same thing. It ends exactly the same way. So, I don't know. Alright, so Story Event 2.10, the pirate eyes the heroes and boldly continues. Heroes, indeed your reputation precedes you. I know you are looking for me, so... Soul Nature choice. I can choose the Law choice, which is tell Jack you are on a mission for the city guard, or the Chaos choice. Tell Jack you have good gold in exchange for information. Huh. Boom! Haircut! Alright, I'm going to go with tell Jack you have good gold in exchange for information. Let's say 20 crowns, and I'll allow you to go away with both what you need to hear and your head still firmly attached to your shoulders. What about that? The alternative, on the other hand, could be a bit more painful. If the heroes accept Jack's offer, discard 20 crowns, which I do have. Take the Story Event 1 card, set it aside, and go to 2.14. If the heroes don't accept the offer or don't have enough to pay, go to 2.11. Yeah, I'm going to go to, I'll ditch 20 crowns. That should be easy enough to recover. And then I'll take the Story Event 1 card and set it aside. And then I'm going to 2.14. Jack swiftly puts the gold in a pouch, hides it under his corselet, then starts to talk. Go to 2.15. My gosh, I'm not sure how I feel about this choose your own adventure darting around the storybook thing. The ones you look for, they live in the shadows, Jack sighs. Yet they often patrol the underground entrance to the city. What you're looking for is the sewer gate at the border of the city. Here's a map. There's a secret underground passage in the cellar of this cavern. Go ahead, and I'm sure that if you stick your nose around there, it'll be they that'll find you first. Farewell. A strange, quick movement distracts the heroes, and then Jack Crow is no longer in the tavern. The heroes, with the strong feeling that there is something more than meets the eye in that pirate, look at the map. Alright, areas containing waypoints 1 and 2 are now considered to be adjacent. Heroes and enemies can move through them. Okay, let's see. Okay, so there was a little bit more than just flavor text to this waypoint here. There's like a sewer grate or something here that takes me from here to here, and the spots are treated as adjacent. I'm assuming, I don't know, maybe, I don't know if the rules would say that there's line of sight to both of them. If so, I'm going to rule that there is no line of sight. That doesn't make any sense to me that there would be line of sight between the two. Let's see here. Remove the gremlin spawn gate from the quest. Where is that? Oh, there it is. Didn't even get a chance to spawn anything. So that gets removed. Then the magic symbol Stargate gets activated or opened. And then open the shrine in 10A map tile. That's got to be this one here, right? Alright. If the party has fought against Jack Crow, go to 2.16. Did not. Otherwise, place the story event 1 card, revealed side previously set aside, on top of the event deck. So I'm just putting it right back on top of the event deck. Great. Are we done? Is that it? Can I now play? Geez, after all that business, I can't even remember how many moves I took, or... Gosh, I guess I did get a haircut in the middle of all this. Okay. I'll just keep it simple. I'm going to end her turn, and then we have the event phase. I'm just going to set the event card aside. Nothing else happens. We cycle back around. Nothing needs to refresh. And so we're back to Shay's turn. And I guess I'll just go ahead and have her move through this waypoint. Oh, wait, there's a treasure chest there. I got to get the treasure chest. All right. She's going to go 1. And then, oh yeah, I got to use an action to open up this door because it's locked. So I bash that open and draw 2 trap cards and pick 1. Let's see what we got here. Ice spikes. Unless I save, each hero within 2 squares becomes slowed. That's not too bad. And hey, no trap. That's even better. So I'll go with no trap, and then we will be right inside here. Oh, wait a minute. Gotta activate the shadow. Let's see what it is. All right. Whoa. 2 monsters. Oh my gosh, I gotta spawn 2 monsters here. That sucks. Just spawned 2 of these green raiders here. And they're a little bit different in the loot that I get from each one of them. I mean, I think their basic combat stats are the same, but one of them gives me 5 gold, the other one gives me 10, and a soul point, which is really cool. So yeah, I'll finish my move, I'll go in here, and I will attack these guys, or at least one of them. Alright, well, before I decide who I'm going to attack, I just noticed a major rule that I've been missing. I'm sure I've missed this maybe on a gremlin or something like that, but one of my raiders, not both of them, just one of them, has this icon in the upper left, and that means that he gets a power card that I draw from this enemy power deck that kind of customizes him a little bit as an enemy, so I guess that's kind of cool. Another way to make them interesting and varied without spending more money on models, which I still lament a little bit. So let's draw that. His power is Hard Skin. All attacks against this enemy cause -1 hit. That super sucks. Okay, so I will put that next to him. And then both of these raiders have this ability here, and I've seen this on another one. I thought that was going to get activated by some kind of encounter card or something like that, and the truth is it actually can be activated, but in other cases it's just like activated by certain AI situations, so I just really should have been paying a bit closer attention. These raiders, these green raiders, have Shadow's Strike. If engaged, attack with the offhand weapon and move away 1 area. So it looks like that's something, it's not an AI instruction, that's just something that they get to do or something. I'm not sure exactly. Wait, does that happen on their turn, or... Ugh. Alright, more rulebook searching and searching and searching. This is kind of confusing here. He's got this Shadow's Strike ability. If engaged, attack with his offhand weapon and move away 1 area. So if he's always going to attack and move away as soon as he's engaged, in other words, as soon as an enemy is in the same area as him, then why would there be AI instructions for when there is an enemy right in the area with him at the beginning of, his activation? That doesn't make sense to me. Unless that's just for some really weird scenarios I can't imagine right now that would cause that case to be in effect. But anyway, what this means is super lame. It means that I definitely should not have gone in there, because their AI basically says they get this free attack and then they get to move away from me, and they don't have to deal with a reaction attack from me like I have to deal with when I'm moving out of the way of one of them. So I'm going to do callbacks on this now that I understand this a little bit better. She's going to stay right here. I did open up the door, so I can't change that. Those guys appeared. Let's see here. I do have 1 action left, which I will use to change my... Oh, wait, no. I don't have to change my equipment, I don't think. Can I just use these icy knives the way they are? I have to look at projectiles now. Back into the rule book. Okay, so these things I looked up, they go away on a roll if there's a gremlin result included in the die roll. So yeah, I'm going to use these icy knives, and you can use these, as far as I can tell, right from your pack. You don't have to equip them or anything first. And so she's going to be right here, and she'll take a shot at Raider number 2. I put little dots, little black dots on them with permanent markers, and I've got little dice over here to indicate which one is which. But so yeah, this is I have an action, so I can spend my action on this thing, and then that's 1 auto hit plus 3 blue dice, which brings us to our rolling surface for this play session. This is Systematic Theology by Wayne Grudem. The subtitle above this is An Introduction to Biblical Doctrine, and this was the first theology textbook that I ever read, and it was a great first start. It looks kind of, it might look to people kind of thick and intimidating if you've never read, a theology textbook before, but actually I think this is a great introduction to just kind of getting into the practice of reading, bigger kind of reference books like this, because at the end of every chapter there's also the text of a hymn in there that's relevant to the doctrinal concept that's being discussed. So I think it functions well, in having kind of personal application as you explore these different ideas, these basic ideas of Christian doctrine. Unfortunately, it doesn't really represent multiple views very well of all the different core, doctrines or peripheral doctrines of Christian thought. So it kind of thinks what it thinks, and it isn't ashamed about that, and so that's a little bit disappointing. In particular, it seems to lean in the direction of a view that is often called lordship salvation, which kind of attaches works in a roundabout way to being rescued from any kind of wrath and judgment of God, and that would separate us from Him forever. Whereas I take something along the lines more like the free grace position, which is much more interested in what verses have to say about eternal life, because the term salvation in the Greek in the New Testament just means rescue. It's very broad, and it can refer to 3 different types of rescue. I won't get into salvation, justification, sanctification, and glorification right now, but I think the more we use salvation instead of those terms, the more we get mixed up about what's being talked about in the Bible, and we're missing context and these really important things for such a core doctrine of the Christian faith as salvation. We can easily kind of get that messed up when we don't recognize the broad uses of the word salvation or rescue as it is in the Greek. So anyway, I think it falls short in that regard. There's definitely another resource I could recommend to you if you're really curious and want to leave a note in the comments. But it falls short a little bit as a theology book. Let's see how it does as a rolling surface. Now, this does not have any kind of, what do you call it, a dust jacket, and it does have like just these. You can't really see it. It's if I can maybe get some light off there. Yeah, there's just a little bit of kind of like texture you can see. It's got a nice glossy cover, but it's got a little bit of texture there, and that can kind of bring out some of the scratchy, little subtle scratchy sounds that I really like to hear, as opposed to if it was just pure glossy. Let's see what we got. Oh, that's good. I like that sound a lot. I think it's my front runner right now. Let's check a look at the... Oh, crap! So I just get one shot with these ice knives, and then they're going to go away. So hopefully this will do something on bandit number... whatever the guy was, bandit number 2. Let's see here. So that's going to be 1 hit plus a surge. A surge doesn't get me anything. I do get 1 auto damage, so that's 2 hits coming his way. Oh, man, that's really disappointing. Now, is this a piercing attack? No, it's arcane. It's the type of attack is arcane, not piercing, so his little ability to kind of negate 1 hit that's coming from a pierce attack does not come into play here. However, he does have 1 armor, so that's going to negate 1 of those coming in. He will just take 1 damage, which I guess I have to be okay with. Boom! T-shirt! Okay, now it's Shay's enemy turn, so we're going to draw an encounter card. See what happens here. Troop Assault. Activate all green enemies. Crap. Alright, well, I guess we'll start with Raider number 1. And let's see here. He's going to attack with handbow and then move away 1 area. Well, he can't really move away 1 area, so I guess he'll just attack with the... he'll just attack with the handbow. Oh, crap. So that's going to be 1 auto hit here at the bottom. 2 blue dice, and then on a surge, -2 armor. My gosh, here we go. Let's see what happens. Okay, shields galore! That's awesome. So 1 hit, her armor is definitely going to be able to take care of that. And now we'll move on to the other one, and he's basically the same story. Attack with handbow. Oh, but he's got that special ability, but that's only when he's defending. So otherwise, he's the same. Let's see, am I missing anything here? Here moves it, no. Oh! Aimed shot, the next, oh, but he doesn't have any thingies. How does he get those thingies? Crap, rulebook. Crap, they come into play with those dumb things on, so I gotta go back in time. That should have done +2 and critical. My gosh. Ugh. Okay, so she's gonna use those 2 points of energy shield, sorry, magic shield, and then she gets to roll 1 blue die for the remaining 1 point coming in, and that's not gonna do jack. Crap. But I'll use a charge from my Jade Earring to re-roll any hit or defense die. Let's do this again. Come on, baby. That's better. That's better. So no damage from that raider. Now the other raider attacks. No, it doesn't. Not yet. Crap. I gotta draw a critical. What do we got? Oh, man. -2 hit points, right? Is that what that means? Or is that like a -2 to my maximum health? Rulebook! Yeah, I'm stuck with it, or she is, until the end of the quest. She removes it as a body condition, so I'll have to look for some kind of healing thing that says something about body conditions. Or she dies and then resurrects. So, crap, that really sucks. Okay, now we've got the second raider attack incoming. 1 auto hit plus 1 more hit. And then 2 more, and critical. So a total of 4 hits and critical. He also got a surge here, so that's going to negate 2 of my armor, but I don't really have any armor, so to speak. Crap, I don't have any more energy shield stuff, so I just have like 4 straight up damage coming in. Oh my gosh, this is bad. She can roll 3 blue dice. I'm going to have to deal with at least one of those. See what happens. Oh, do I draw that critical thing before I... When do you draw the... Ah, rulebook. Lame. Okay, so I draw it first before I even roll my blue dice. Let's see what we got. Oh, man, I don't like that. -1 armor. Oh, okay. Well, she doesn't have any kind of armor, so I'll just stick this on her, but it's not really going to affect anything unless I try to put something with an armor icon on top of her. Okay. 4 hits incoming, 3 blue dice to defend. Here we go. Oh. So that's a miss. That's not going to do anything for me. 1 shield. Okay. My Shadow's Vest here. It has the ability to re-roll any defense dice if I get a magic symbol. Once per round, ignore the next reaction attack. That's not really going to help me right now. Okay, but I am going to re-roll any defense dice. Yeah, I'll roll this one, re-roll this one. Here we go. Come on now. Yeah! Alright, so... 2 damage incoming, 2 dealt with, and she is still alive. Oh my gosh. Alright, Ariel's gonna try and save the day. Let's see here. She's gonna move 1, stop right there, and she's gonna use Ice Manipulator, and if I could get stun, that would be really handy. I don't know if that'll happen, but that could... I'll definitely settle for that right now. So she's got 2 auto hits coming in, and then she's gonna get a red die and 3 blue dice. Let's see how that works out. Come on now. Boom! What do we got? Oh, crap. So that's a miss. That's a nothing useful. Oh, man. That's a shield. 1 hit plus 2 auto hits. Oh, man. So that's just 3 damage coming. Oh, I didn't specify. I'm going to do the one that doesn't have the defense thing. That's I just had decided that in my head, but... So anyway, let's see here. So that's, how many did I count? 1, 2, 3 hits incoming. No other special effects, so that super sucks. And let's see here. He's got 1 damage that's going to take care of that, and then he'll take 2 hits. So this guy here has 2 hits on him, and... Oh, crap. I want to do better than that. Much better than that. I will use my 1 action point to do an extra attack with my wand. Same guy. Here we go. Alright. Moving on to enemy encounter phase. What do we got? Dirty Blow. Activate all dexterity enemies. I'll bet these guys are dexterity enemies. Oh, they're not. Oh, thank goodness. Otherwise, activate one enemy. All right. I will activate. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll activate the dude that's already been hurt a little bit. So that means, what is he going to do? He's going to attack with his handbow and move away one area. Well, he can't move away one area. And the handbow, this time, they don't have that benefit anymore, that little energy token that's gone. So he's just going to use his normal handbow attack, which is 2 blue, 1 auto hit, and possibility of reducing armor. And then he's going to attack the one who has been wounded the most, and that is certainly going to be, what's-her-face? Shay. So let's see here. 2 blue, 1 auto hit. So that's 3. 3 hits coming my way. Yikesy. I'm glad I don't have that dumb critical thing to worry about anymore. Let's see here. But she has... Oh, when does that thing... Oh, no, it doesn't recharge yet. So she's got 3 hits she's got to roll to defend against. Let's see here. Oh, I could use some extra dice here. Oh, well. So, 3... let's see. That sucks. And then, reroll any defense die. I'm going to do that. So, I'm going to reroll this one. Come on now. Come on. Now. Ugh. Jeez. Alright, I think she's dead. She is now in her ghost soul form. And she's dropped, like, her equipment and her coins. And that's it for the enemy turn there. Now we go to the event phase. Let's see what we got. Anti-magic wind. Man, seen this dumb thing before. Until next event phase, heroes and enemies cannot spawn 2 or 3. If there's 2 players, spawn... Wait, if there's 2... Does it count if there's one of them is unconscious? Or dead, I mean? Oh, good gravy. Here's another example of the rulebook getting kind of complicated. So I'm looking at this, it's telling me how many I'm supposed to spawn, and according to this, if there are 2 or 3 heroes, that's these little black heads here, spawn the number of heroes minus the number of enemies. So I'm looking at this, I'm like, well, what the crap? I can't remember. Does that mean that does a ghost hero count as a hero in this instance? So, look at the rulebook where it says something about blah, 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 ghost soul stuff. Oh yeah, he never counts as a... Oh, gosh, don't have much room here. He never counts as a hero in play, including for controlling, dominating an area, or for the spawn formula of the event phase, except when the formula indicates just heroes instead of heroes in play. In that case, the Ghost Soul hero still counts as a hero. Okay, I couldn't find anywhere on these cards an indication of heroes in play. There's not a single event card that says heroes in play. The only way I was able to decipher this was by looking at a different part of the rulebook under event cards, or the event phase. I can't even find it now. Oh yeah, spawn formula here, where it says apply that formula if there are 2 or 3 heroes in play. So there's just the rulebook's ability to convey the rules to me. It's not working out as much as I would like. Again, I still feel like once I understand the rules, I like the rules themselves, and I think they fit with the theme of what they're simulating, what they're representing in terms of the action on the board and the story that's taking place here. Much better than Gloomhaven, but there's just kind of a little bit of like a misty barrier between me and the rules. So, okay, so what does that mean? Okay, yeah, it means, so here, this only applies if there are 2 or 3 heroes in play, and there are not right now, so I don't have to spawn any enemies. Still have this, though, until next event phase. Heroes and enemies cannot use magic effects. That's, well, that sucks a little bit because I'm about to get out my magic character, but hopefully it won't be too bad. First, we have the time phase now, where things get to kind of recharge and all that jazz. Then we have hero thingies. So Shay is going to go first, and she is in her ghost form right now, so she's limited a little bit in what she can do. I can do this recall thing once, which means that I can warp to an activated shrine, like this one here, and then on my next turn, I could resurrect her if I have enough soul points, or I could move 5. I don't think I need to move 5. Soul Shout. It's got a range of 1 area. Target enemy becomes KO'd. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and do that on guy number 2. So he's going to be KO'd now. Then after doing that, she's going to use Recall to end up over here. And that is going to be the end of her turn. And I don't have to deal with her enemy phase because she's dead. So I can move on to Ariel now. And she is going to be the Flame Master. And she can take the shot from there. So I'm going to go for actually the guy who's down, because while he's knocked out, I don't have to factor in his armor. Oh, but then it's -1 hit per thingy. You know what? I'll go for him anyway. If I can get rid of that punk, that would be just really, really super great. So I get 1 auto hit, 1 blue die, and 3 red dice for this attack. Let's see what happens. Come on now. Okay, 1. This doesn't do me any good. 2, 3. And my auto hit will be negated by his special ability, so that's actually just going to be 1, 2. Can't use magic abilities. Got 2 surges here, so I can put fire on him. So that's going to be... and his armor gets ignored. So that's 2 points of damage and a fire token. Oh, that's very exciting for me, because he only has 4 body points. So that means that on the next refreshed time phase, if he's not dead already, he's going to go up in flames! Unless I can kill him right now with my extra wand attack. So let's give that a shot. Come on now! Come on now! 1 hit. Is that going to do it? Ignoring his armor. Oh, but then he gets the thingy, so that does that. But oh wait, no! Hang on! I got a surge on this! And my thingy, my wand, says I can use a surge to ignore... Oh no, I'm ignoring his armor anyway, because he's kicked while he's down. So he still has that. All attacks against this enemy cause -1 hit. Remember, that's the power card that I drew for him, which is really stupid. So then I just got the 1 hit, and I can't squeeze any more damage out of that at all? Nothing? Alright, so that's not going to do any good. Never mind. Ariel has not moved yet, so I'm actually going to move her so I can get her out of line of sight of these guys, so that at least they'll have to use their no line of sight AI choice, which will not, I don't think, involve an attack on her. So she's going to go 1, 2, and be done right there, and that'll be the end of her turn. Now we have her enemy activation. So we go like this. Encounter says, fight! Activate 3 enemies. Shuffle the encounter deck with the discard pile, and then discard this card. Alright. Yeah, that didn't work out for me. Crap! These suckers can move. So their AI here thing says, move up to 2 areas toward the closest hero, attack the closest hero in line of sight within 2 areas with handbow. So they're totally going to get a shot. Both of these guys are going to get a shot. That super sucks. So let's see here. Move up to 2. So 1, 2. And then she is within 2 areas, so he gets to use his dumb handbow thing. So that's 1 auto hit plus 2 blue. Man. So that's going to be 2 hits coming her way. Alright, let's see here. She gets to roll 2 blue to defend, so that's... Oh my gosh. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, here comes the next one now. Same thing, same routine. Handbow again. 1 auto hit plus 1 more, so that's 2 coming her way. Surge means that her armor gets ignored, but she doesn't have any kind of armor rating, so it's just 2 straight up damage coming at her. She gets to roll 2 in defense. Come on now, come on! Oh, dang it, that sucks. Now, I do have this ability that says, once per round, reroll 1 hit or defend die. So I'm gonna reroll this one. Come on now. Ugh, dang it. So she's going to take 2 points of damage. She's almost dead. She's really close to dead. That sucks. Now we come to the event phase. All I got to do is discard that top event card. And then we move on to the time phase. So let's see. This is going to get refreshed. And this is going to do 1 damage to Raider number 2, which means he's dead. Die, you ugly mother trucker. Now, what I screwed up earlier is, as soon as Shay warped over to this shrine here, I was thinking of her as dead, and I was caught up in that with other stuff that was going on. But she has just come into line of sight as soon as she arrived here with this shadow. So before I'm going to have her take her turn now. But before I do any of that, I want to reveal this shadow. Let's see what we got here. Oh, it's a bad guy. That sucks. All right, so let's see what enemy card we're going to draw this time. It is A blue gremlin. Okay, I think I can deal with that. Once again, this year, Christian Geek Central is participating in Extra Life. This is a charity that raises funds for the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals, which provides free medical care to children whose families could otherwise not afford it. And this is very often for critical, life-saving treatment. Joining our team only requires a willingness to ask your family and friends to consider donating toward your fundraising efforts. Participants also usually do something fun and game-related to draw attention to their fundraising efforts, like a special game night at your home or your church, or like me, you could do a crazy 24-hour video gaming marathon. Now, I'm theming it around video games, but really this event can be themed around any kind of gaming, which includes both video games and tabletop games of any kind. What you do to raise funds is entirely up to you, but I would love for you to consider joining the Christian Geek Central Extra Life team. As team leader, I'll be there to help answer your questions, provide some helpful tips if I can, and just in general be your fundraising cheerleader and try to draw attention myself to your fundraising efforts. You can get more information about the event as a whole at extra-life.org, and if you choose to sign up there, be sure to select Christian Geek Central as your team so I can get in touch with you and then just help in whatever way I can. Fundraising can begin at any time, but our main push is going to be through the month of October leading up to November 4th. That's the annual Extra Life Game Day, when I'll be streaming my 24-hour video gaming marathon live and trying to stay awake without throwing up like I almost did last year. More details on my live stream as we get closer to it. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.